I do stand before you now with a sense of pride for what Indonesia has become today. In a world marked by political turbulence, economic uncertainty, and strategic tensions, Indonesia does have a good story to tell, one that can perhaps inspire others. Indeed, we have come to a very unique place in our history. Many pundits designate us an emerging economy based on our achievement as a trillion-dollar economy and a member of the G20. We have achieved that critical point of no return in our democratic development. We have proved to ourselves and to the world that we do not have to choose between democracy and development, and that we can indeed have both political freedom and high economic growth at the same time. We have achieved the often elusive connection between democracy and stability. We have broken the myth, the fear, that democracy will unravel national unity, and instead demonstrated that democracy has made us more united. We have become an example that democracy, Islam, and modernity can go hand in hand. Remarkably, we achieved all these things in a relatively short time, within 10 years since Reformasi began in 1998. Yes, sometimes these things get to be taken for granted, but I think that this is a historic feat that we can indeed be proud of.
The Indonesia Lunch Dialogue, brought to you by the Lippo Group at the World Economic Forum on East Asia. Indonesia, Southeast Asia's largest economy. A country not just rich in resources, its growing consumption market is a magnet for retailers. And that's fueling growth in banking, finance, and manufacturing. In terms of buying power, Indonesia now ranks 10th globally by the World Bank, contributing 2.3% to global output. Besides the lure of Indonesia's domestic market, industries like automakers are also looking to Indonesia as an alternative production base that will export to the rest of Asia. All of which Jakarta predicts will grow foreign direct investment 15% this year. As a member of ASEAN, Indonesia attracts the second largest amount of FDI in the group. ASEAN's goal is to create an economic community by the end of 2015 that would promote the free flow of goods within this region. That integration would present foreign companies with a single market worth $2.3 trillion, a combined growth rate of more than 5%, and a population double the size of the US. The potential for Indonesia could be enormous. But Indonesia might not feel the full effects, some say, unless it does more to improve its financial system, tackle chronic infrastructure problems, reduce red tape, and implement consistent policies. And even as wealth grows in the country, the rich-poor divide is widening. Mining, logging, and rapid development have also raised serious environmental concerns. Over the past decade, under the leadership of Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, Indonesia has transitioned into a stable democracy and achieved steady economic growth, becoming an inspiration to many other nations who are embarking on the same democratic road. As Indonesia prepares for a new government, will the next generation of leaders be up to the challenges?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have Pak Budi Sadikin, who is running the largest bank in Indonesia, with a market cap of over 21 billion US dollars, a giant in the making from the south, with expansion plans across the industry in Indonesia, and we hope soon across the region. Pak Budi, I'd like to ask what your views are on the Indonesian economy from a private sector perspective, and especially which sectors, and whether, is it just going to be the large conglomerates that will benefit from this growth? Will SMEs also benefit? And how can those who haven't invested in Indonesia seek to catch up with those who are already in the market?
First quarter this year, we saw a very strong growth. Our credit growth was 20%. It's still above the guidance of the central bank, but 17%. But that is one of the impact is because the Indonesian currency is weakening with the US dollar. If you take out that effect, actually our credit growth is only 17.5%. And the sectors are plantations and surprisingly SMEs. Our micro loan and SME loan grew more than 30% this year. And that is something that we do believe, that Indonesia has a lot of SMEs. In fact, when crisis hit in 1998, the bank that survived is the bank that survived on micro banking and SMEs, which is my colleague at BRI. So that is the reason why Mandiri now is shifting our portfolio to extending credit to SMEs.